Good evening. Excuse me. It's 7 o'clock. Oh my goodness. I'm still getting over this hour ahead or behind or whatever. I don't know why. I always seem to be very tired the days after as I'm readjusting to the time differences. I'll be glad when we just stay on the same time all year. But anyway, I'm here. Been watching quite a bit of tennis today because one actually our Canadian is just playing now. The other one has gone out, and this one's going to go out today. But that's good. But some good tennis, as well as just taking it easy to get ready for tonight. I just want to say hi to Marion. She's there with the Tibetan bowl, so that we've got energy happening and going. And I see that we have a couple of others that are online as well. So that's good. I picked an insight card for tonight. And it's so appropriate. It says, I'm going to read it first. May the force be with you. And that's the picture of it. May the force be with you. It's funny, I was talking to a gal today about that, about recognizing that the force, and I think I called it that actually, that the force is there, and be comfortable with that and know that. Now, on the back of this particular card is feeling guilt or fear, I separate from the force. And that is incredibly true. Teaching people that is difficult because we go into fear, we go into panic or guilt. Guilt is, don't talk to me about guilt. And then again, it says here, guilt and fear disappear as I reconnect with my source. So that's a good omens for tonight. Reconnecting with what I call is the love force, the love source of being, and how we learn that. And I have a couple of things, but I also noticed Kayla's here, and I already have what she wants to talk with me to talk about tonight. And Karen B, your parcel arrived today. What excitement for me, opening up all your goodies that you sent, and with like my favorite color, yellow. So I want to thank you deeply from my heart, and thank you for all the wonderful things. I really, really enjoyed opening it up. And I'm just trying to think, if I go this way, you might be able to see a little yellow flower back in the corner. That was a part of her package. And so I put it in a little vase I have up there. So we can begin to go that. Okay, so let's get started here. Kayla had called me earlier. So what we're working on here, she left it up to me, was energy regarding health. She's improving, but we just want the energy to be moving that. And I've got energy and health on all levels. And the numbers that I picked for her was 20, 21, and 3. And 20 is the acceptance, and 21 is the balance, which is what we need. When we accept that all will be well, we want that balance. And then 3 is the loving. So let's just move into treatment for this, Kayla, my dear. I know there is one power and there is one essence, and that loving source is there for everybody and anyone that wants to breathe it in, allow it in, and be in there. So therefore, I speak my word for Kayla. And as I speak my word for Kayla, I know that the love essence is there for you. And the acceptance of it, even though there's pain and just sort of uncomfortableness, knowing that by relaxing and being at one and allowing everything to just continue in life, in other words, there's nothing that you need to do. We just allow it to continue, that love will win out. Love will always win out if we let it just be and allow, and everything will work effectively. I give thanks in the knowing that for Kayla, as long as the acceptance and the releasing and knowing that all is well and staying with love, the force, as it says today, may the force be with you. That loving force always there, supporting you, loving you, and caring you. It's not about doing, it's about being. that there is love, light, and health. And so you move forward with love. Also, I had an email from our friend Judy. Judy has moved away from where we all knew her to be. So, and she wrote, and I sort of had some sorry, my brain is going faster than my mouth. She gave me some discretion to be able to figure out what I wanted to do with what she had to type. And what I put in here is peace in the home environment. I picked the numbers 21, 3, and 15. Again, just as with Kayla above, 21 is the balancing of self. 3 is remembering love is everywhere. And 15 means not to get caught up in the emotionality. I could probably speak to Judy on this for some time, but I'm not going to go in. And if she wants to, we can have a phone call. I don't mind that at all, private phone call. But I do see here, because of some of the things she put in the email, what I do see here with this is to work with who you are and what you are, and accept with love the other person, rather than feeling trapped, tied up, unsure, perhaps feeling that whatever you're saying is not being listened to, etc., all those things. There was a saying that many of us, and I think Kayla was part of that many years ago, we used to say, it could have been another course, but we used to talk about love in and love out. Allowing love in, breathing it, and then allowing the love out. I just feel peace comes a lot better when we are in that harmony, when it flows and we are aware that it's all at one. So in the treatment, as I move into treatment, it'll go like this. I know that there is one power and one essence and one love force. And as I speak my word for Judy, I know that finding that spot in your heart, in your solar plexus, in your power center, that love is there. And to be able to find your humor, to be able to find the humor and the importance, like, is it very important to dig your feet in? Or is it available? I get a smile on my face to let things slide and go by. It's not a matter of will. It's not a matter of contest. It's not a matter of having, always fighting for what you want. It's a matter of acceptance and picking the place where it's like love is everywhere and everything is peaceful. If to create an unpeaceful environment, you have to have a tremendous amount of desire to have that change. Tremendous amount of desire to have that change. Otherwise, what happens, it is not peaceful and it's not happy, and you don't feel loved or loving or anything else. So consequently, there is absolutely no peace. So in the treatment, this is about coming into harmony with self. If the self is in harmony, there'll more likely be harmony outside, because what's on the inside is always outside. I know, as I speak my word for Judy, that there is love everywhere, inside of you, outside of you, in all the people that you see, meet, and talk to, the people that you live with. And I also know that peace is everywhere if you breathe it in. It's like an old exercise. We breathe in peace and we breathe out everything else that isn't peaceful. So we allow the peacefulness to come inside and just allow us to grow into that, so that we feel at one with all that there is, that we come into total understanding and being with the bigger power that is there for us. It's like, do we stand and look through a big, we'll say a wall of glass, and we see on the other side of that glass is what we want? Or do we just let the glass evaporate and step through and become all that we can be as we move forward in the awareness of that? Peace is yours to command. If you allow something to disrupt that peace, then it's like not allowing the love of the universe to be right there. And so, as our little symbol for tonight says, may the force be with you. When you're getting stressed and upset and non-peaceful, you're not with the force. You're not with the love force. You're just, it's like you're wanting things. There's a big talk. Anyway, give me a call. I think we can probably resolve this much easier in a conversation so I can hear all the bits and pieces. But love, know you're loved. Know that you have strength and power, and that your prime directive, so to speak, is peacefulness in the home environment. And so what does you need to do for that? What do you need to do? What do you need to have? What do you need to respect? All of those things. And in that form, I wrap it all up together and I release it, knowing that it is true, that you are able to balance and love and be and not be uptight and distressed. And so I give thanks by saying, and so it is. Amen. So it is. Karen, good evening, Norma, and blessings to everyone. And again, as I say, and she says here, good news, Natalie did well with both surgicals at home now. I'm cooking up a storm for her. Good for you. And again, thank you so much for your gift. I so appreciate that. Okay, so we're all good there. Kim, healing up my abandonment wound, 3, 6, and 19. Well, sometimes, and this is where your spirituality is, that the love force in the universe that is there to support you at all times, which relates to the number 3 that you put first, never abandons you. We may abandon it because we're upset, mad, angry, feeling rejected, all those things. But what it says here in your numbers is the love, loving self, allowing the love force to be inside so you can feel it for that, rather than looking at one place or 2 places or 3 places to receive that, knowing that you're in command of that, and letting go of all that where you have not received love from your perspective, letting it go. That's number 19. If you know the tarot, number 19 is the sun. The sun is letting go of the old and moving in and accepting the radiance of life. And that's the 3 that is there, saying love is everywhere. But when you have confusion, when you have uncertainty, when you have emotionality running, we lose that perspective. So it's like we need to bring back the balance. And I've talked about the 2 before, about having balance and understanding how love really works. It's not like we look into the cookie jar and take a cookie and just say, okay, here we are, that's lovingness. It's like recognizing the energy of love is there for you at all times, no matter what is happening, and you have a choice. You can get into the emotionality and the upsetness, or you can choose to turn your back and say, that was then, and now I'm looking after me and my love and my heart, and the force is all around me. Boy, that's working tonight. May the force be with you. And let's change the word from force to love, the same thing. May the love be with you. The universal love just loves you unconditionally. no matter what you do, say, or create. It's like letting go, which does not fit, which does not come together. So let me do the treatment for you, Kim. I know there is this one power of love, light, joy, and acceptance that is there for all of us. And as we step into that and accept it and honor it, as we honor ourselves, we move into a different vibration. We see things differently. We let go the uncertainty. We let go the rejections. We let go all of what other people may be projecting onto us. Then we buy it. We let it go because that is somebody's perspective that is not real. But when we accept it, it becomes real. I know within this force pattern of love, it is the alignment of recognizing that you are there for yourself in a very loving way. And even I just feel the words like someone may have said that you're selfish and that, don't all the things why that you shouldn't, that you abandoned, that like that let you go. In other words, we call that the blame frame. They blame, it is being blamed that it's your fault. You didn't do it right. You didn't do whatever. That is nothing to do with you. That is all to do with them. You understand love. You understand love very well, but it confuses you because you expect respect, lovingness from others in the same way. And unfortunately, that hasn't been your truth or your reality. But now you can let all that go and stay constant with the sense of your own heart. Feel the love that you have, feel the love of your beingness, excuse me, and move forward. I give thanks in the knowingness that your heart, although is sensitive, needs to just recognize respect and loving for self. And it's not selfish. It is what we all need to do, and we all have to do, because then we can share that love with ease. Because if another person does not accept it, that's their issue, not yours. Very often we have idealistic viewpoints of people. And sometimes we just need to let that go and allow the love to fill ourselves and recognize we are one with all that there is, and not be confused by what other people say. What are your words to yourself that is important? I love me. I trust me. I am loved. I am lovable. Those are the thoughts you need to reinforce within yourself as you move forward into the love and the light that is there. I give thanks in the knowing of this. I give thanks in the awareness, and I give thanks that my words have been spoken, and trustingly they're heard. And so it is. Amen. Karen Marcus. Greetings, Norma. I had a big shift, and I would appreciate a treatment for the next step on my journey. I have four numbers. Okay, hang on a minute, Karen. 19. Well, 19, 9, 13, and 11. Big shift from last week, right? Because I remember you wrote something down, and I didn't know that, what I had said. So it's true. Well, this is really about you claiming you and moving forward. So let's just look at the symbology. And because you know tarot, I'm going to tell you, which you know already, but for those that don't. 19 is the sun. Now, we've had the one just from Kim right before you. We had the sun. That is moving into a whole new vibration. 9 says the answer lies within you. You're the master. You're pulling the strings. 13 is very like 19 in a way, where you're leaving behind the old, moving forward. And I remember you had a lot of 13s when we first started doing this work on a Monday night. And it's like leaving into the unknown. And sometimes that's very scary in a way, because you leave behind the old and you're moving forward as you move, but you're not there yet. You're not where you're going. So both in 19 and 13 have a similar effect. Past, behind, forward, moving forward. But with 13, you need a little bit of time. And 11 says justice, which is commitment to the goal. Commitment, not just doing it, just not because we're doing it, but committing to the end result that you want. So what we've got here is tremendous change, but you're the key. The answer lies within you, and the commitment is the big key. This is what I'm doing. This is where I'm going, because it's not going to be like tomorrow you wake up and you're there. It's going to be a journey, and that journey can be fulfilling if you allow yourself to recognize that that transition is there for you. Okay. Treatment time. I know there is one power and one essence, and I know that that essence is loving, accepting, and peaceful. I also know, as I speak my word for Karen, the movement into a new vibration of acceptance of self, a willingness to allow time as your friend. One of my sayings for years was time is my friend. And accepting that the decision that you have made is that. You've made a decision, you're going to do what needs to be done. And as you work with that and plow forward almost, I'm almost excited. It's like, it's so funny. I'm sitting here and it's like I'm radiating. I'm feeling so excited because it's like there's just so much ahead now. It's like clearing all the debris out of the way. So it's clean and clear to walk on. I give thanks in the knowing that Karen is moving forward into wonder, love, light, beingness with ease and grace, because she's committed to her own journey, her own way, with her own love radiating out into the world. And I give thanks by saying, and so it is, as I release this, knowing it's done. So I say, amen. Okay, I like that, by the way. Kayla says, thank you. As always, your thoughts bring blessings. Thanks for that. Aikisha. Okay. What numbers have we got from me today? 8, 9, 11. Hey, Norma, hope all is well. I wanted to ask if you see me doing well career-wise if I leave my 9-to-5 job in the next few months, or should I continue for a while longer? You know, that's a hard one to, looking at the numbers you've given me, an absolutely hard one to call. But let's see what comes up. Basically, it shows that you have the strength, probably the money that you make from it holds you there. So that is a holding factor. But it says basically the answer lies within you, and that all you have to do is make the decision. So, okay, what we're looking at is we're working at a job that gives you the money. And so if you want to move on, you're going to have to make the decision. So what you want to may look doesn't talk about what the future money-wise, which is really what the question you're asking here. It doesn't talk about that. It talks about you looking inside yourself and being willing to let go the money that you're making in order to go find a job that gives you more money. There's nothing wrong with that. I just think you need to get clear on it. You're going to do this sooner or later. You're going to change your job. When? You're going to decide, because it is about money. And I don't, naturally, that's what we all kind of did at one point or other. So it's like the answer lies within you by committing to what it is that you're really wanting to do. And you want a job that gives you more money, I believe, by looking at this. And so you could, and you said, I continue for a while longer? You should have continued until you create that job that gives you the money you want, or whatever else it is you're looking for. I think it's money by the way this looks for me in your 8. Whenever I do an 8 for people in a reading, I always look how I write it, and it shows it's the money part, not the philosophical side part. So let's do a treatment and see what we can get from that. I know there is one power, and I know there is one essence, and I speak my word for Aishika regarding work, regarding job. What? It's so funny. All of a sudden, it's not really funny. Sorry about that. But it's like, as I move into the vibration of the treatment, it's like all these lights, all these sparkles, all these, whether with the little fairy lights, I don't know, but it's like, it's just energy, 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 wanting to dance, I'm just saying, are you in the right profession? Are you doing what you like to do? It's like light, we need dance, we need joy, we need love, we need all those things. And in this, as I say this, it is like, know that waits for you. Know that is there for you. But it's like you have to let go and allow yourself to expand into the lightness of who you are. One always has a choice. Does one choose to feel that everything is heavy and dogmatic and sad and, doesn't bring me what I really want? Or do you just take the risk and let go and fly and be this delightful, bright, shining, dancing personality? Your choice. I give thanks in knowing that you have this within you. I give thanks in knowing that in your heart of hearts, you like lightness, you like dance, you like lovingness, and you like laughter. And I think I just want to say, just live that way every day. Every day. Because that's the true, what we talked about tonight so far is all about that. Brings tears to my eyes. It's by bringing the delight in, bringing the love in, bringing the delightfulness of life. I give thanks in knowing that Ashika has that within her now that just needs to be let out. Just needs to be let out. So go find a job that gives you that. It's there. I give thanks by releasing this and saying, and so it is. Amen. Whew, thank you. That was a treat. I really enjoyed that. Kim says, thank you, Norma. I am so grateful. This speaks to me deeply. Thank you. It touches my heart that you say that. Jason, hello. Hi, Norma. Okay, what have we got here for you? Another 8? And I lost you for a moment. Here we 8, 9, and 10. I wish I knew a little bit more. Jason says Aishika's reading resonates for me too, because I'm looking at this. I like your hand, by the way. 8 is strength. 8 is dealing with the energies, utilizing love to be able to handle them, and recognizing they're just situations. But 9 says the answer lies within you, and you need change. When I look at these 3 numbers, I feel like being in a bit of a cage, and I want to open the cage door and allow myself to be completely, honestly, and freely myself, so that I can begin to create who and what I am. That is choice. You have a choice to be who you are 100% or not. I want to say no one's going to judge you whether you do or not, but you know that's why Akeisha's thing, whatever I was saying, relates to you. Numbers are very close, actually. 8, 9, 11 to 8, 9, and 10. You need to be like the 10 is the wheel of fortune in the tarot, which is like being like the hub of the wheel and turning it so that you can see. But the answer lies in you. You've got to decide, are you going to use the universal force to help you? Remember my little card, may the force be with you, or not. So let's see what treatment brings. I know there is one power and one essence, and as I speak my word for Jason, I know that the balance of life sometimes is tiring, sometimes overwhelming, and sometimes the feeling is like, how do we really create the balance of it all? And yet deep down inside, the inner wisdom says, I know what I want. I know what I want to achieve. And it's having that faith within to be like the hub of the wheel, to allow everything to turn and be exactly how you want it to be. Does it mean it happens right away? Not necessarily, but it's like that the vision is there for change. The vision is there for where you want to head and what you want to do. So yes, it requires action. Number 10 is about action. We've got a wheel of fortune. If it's stagnant, nothing's happening. If we get the wheel moving, yes, we have lots of different changes, and some of them we may not like, but it's taking us out of the old and moving us into the new. And so the answer does lie within you if you want to move that or not. You have the knowledge. I see that in the 8. You have the knowledge, but now you've got to do the action. And I give thanks in knowing that you have the ability to do the action, or you would not have chosen these numbers. I know that you have the ability by knowing that the force is there. It's just allowing it to move through you with greater ease. I give thanks in knowing this, and I release this knowing that it is true for Jason, that he can move forward in the love and in the light of life. And so it is. And so it is. Amen. Okay, let me see. All right. Keisha says, I'm doing what I like to do, but I think I can do other things as well from here on. I'm sure you can, man. Little light, loving everything. And I'm glad you do like what you're doing. I just think you need more money by the looks of it. I don't know. You didn't answer that part, but that's what I think. Building up to what I already do. Okay. Karen B. I am getting lots from every treatment tonight. Really resonating. Thank you, Norma. Celebrate every day. Thank you. Yeah, very similar ones, actually. Jason says, for my path forward, thanks. And thank you, Norma. Okay, well, it looks like we're on our 7:30 timeline. We're either at 7:30 or we're at 7:45 when we finish and end up. I just want to thank you. I just also want to remind you I have 2 more spots left for the past life regression this coming weekend on the 15th. Already, can you believe that? Saturday, I think, is the 15th. So if you're interested in that, get in touch with me. We have enough. It's going ahead, but only having a very small number. We'll be doing it on Zoom, and the cost is $50. What else? I guess that's advertising. I don't know if I'm supposed to do that, but anyway, that's what I'm saying. I want to thank you for supporting me on these nights. I find them, I really enjoy them. Number one, I get lots of feedback, which from you guys every week, which is also makes me not feel quite so isolated and continuing. Let's put it that way, continuing on. So as where life goes, back Wednesday for my talk on who knows what. And then on Saturday, this little workshop I'm doing, and it's my special for the month actually. And then on Sunday is a Sunday Thought. So thank you for tuning in to my channel. Thank you for support. Thank you for all those nice things you do. And thanks for those thumbs up. And thanks for the subscriptions. And just thank yourself. You're valuable and you're precious. And just remember, may the force be with you. So we don't want to be separate from that. We want to be one with that. Just remember, just go back and watch the old the old movies and not the Star Trek ones. They're the other guys. Anyway, whatever. It's my night. I'm a little tired today because I don't know. Every time we change the clocks, it doesn't matter. I always feel out of sorts the next day a little bit. Wishing you well. Love you lots. Marion says, thumbs up, please. Yeah, it helps my channel. So bye for now. I'll see you. I'll be back Wednesday. Yeah, bye.